Hi, we're back.
Woohoo!
You are,
Jill Branson.
and I am Missy Day, and we're 50 Shades of Blonde, and it's our second birthday. Are you sick of hearing that yet?
No, and I can hardly wait to say 3 years. It's our third birthday, but no, not yet.
It'll be here in like 3 weeks.
Yeah, it'll be here quickly.
Because like it's June.
I know. What happened?
I don't know.
This whole first part of the year is already. Oh, am I crooked? I'm just checking. It's very important that this is straight because I like
So
everything
Jill
perfect.
came to the show right after winning a pageant. She is the grandmother of the universe. That's the award she won.
Mrs. Grandma Universe. Mm-hmm.
And I feel like a trellis that I have flowers growing up over me. And this is my pretty pink tiara because we're princesses.
Yeah, that's right.
So that's that. So,
Okay, so why
if
are
there
we
was
here?
ever a woman that should be having a tiara on, it should
Yes,
be you.
it's you for sure.
So where is it?
I don't know. I wish I had one because I want one. I'm so jealous of the two of you. It looks fun.
Okay, so mine's pink, so I'm going to take mine
I
off.
think that would be
And you can
perfect
put this
for
one
her
on.
in her dress.
Ooh, thank you.
Look how
You're welcome.
pretty.
Oh, I like this.
Oh, that's perfect.
See?
Okay. I got to do it because
There
this is
she
just this is who I. This is hi. Yes. Yes.
And Margo's
had
going to
to.
be on her way going to a pageant after this.
This is fun. Thank you.
You're welcome.
This is
It's so
fun.
sparkly.
It's beautiful.
Very pretty. And it goes very nice with your dress.
It does.
Thank you. Thank you.
So this is our gorgeous friend Margo Beverly, and she is a image stylist consultant. She also dabbles a little bit in paparazzi. She has beautiful jewelry. So tell us a little bit about you.
Oh my, a little bit about me is I have been in the medical field for over 20 years, and after dabbling in that for 20 years and having 4 children, I just really wanted to do something different, and I met you. And a friend of mine introduced me to you, and from that point on, I knew, you know, when you meet someone and you're like, my life is never going to be the same. Where I go will never be the same. The path I travel will never be the same. That is what it was like when I met Missy. I knew that my life would change, and I embraced it. It was like a, oh no, here we go. Kind of like what our last guest just had, you know, what she was saying, you got to go slow, you got to go fast, and that's how it was with Missy. It was always a roller coaster ride, and you had to be prepared because it wasn't a bad thing, it was a good thing, you know. When she said, talk to people, share with them what you're doing, tell them, you know, who you are, and I thought, oh my gosh, you mean you don't want me to take your temperature, your pulse, send you to a doctor, refer you out? I didn't understand that. It was scary for me, but Missy and Jill just embraced me, and they said, you can do it. And so I did, and my life has changed. And meet the girls, watch them come out online, go to the events that they're at, and I guarantee you your life will never be the same again. And it's just such a blessing. So that's what I want to say.
Oh,
Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much. So may I share something
Yes,
about
ma'am.
you? So one of the absolute favorite things that I love about what I do is being a business coach and a personal growth coach is to see, so the very first meeting we had, we were actually introduced by the same person that introduced Jill and I together, was the same person. And we met at a Starbucks, and she came in, and I remember thinking at the time, like, what the heck? Because you were very, I don't know what, closed, right? Closed, had a big, huge wall around her. And I thought, wow, this is like going to be interesting and fun and challenging. And I have to say that remembering that first meeting in Starbucks and to where you are now, completely different person.
Yeah.
Completely. I mean, you have purpose, right?
Yes.
You have direction, and you don't have to tell her anything more than once because you just go out and do it and get it done.
Yes. Yeah. And that is because there's a feeling, there's an adrenaline and a rush when these women speak to you and they speak into you. And the group that Missy and Jill have, that they've embraced and that they've allowed me to be a part of, is, they just love you and they share with you what you're capable of doing, and you can't see it. Sometimes you've got that blinders or blocked or whatever you want to call it, but they can see something in you and they want to pour into you, and that's what these two do, and that's what the group does. And I'm just, I go a little hesitant, but I tell myself, just lean into it. And every single time I lean into what these two tell me to do or direct me or suggest, I never regret it. Not once do I ever regret doing these things. And it's just done with love, and that's just how they roll. See? I don't know what to say. It's just how they roll, and it's just such a great thing to be a part of. So
Thank you very much.
Oh, thank
That's
you.
very sweet. So you have a heart for women.
I do.
You want to talk about that a little bit?
I do. Coming from a background of where my parents didn't do a whole lot of pouring into you, and maybe it was the time or the where they came from, but I noticed that a lot of girls, young girls, older women my age, women younger, they weren't poured into, and had they been, their direction in life would have taken them so differently. And I just feel whenever I hear somebody talk, I'm thinking, what can I say to you? What can I do for you? How can I help you get on the right path that makes you just bloom? And so one of the things, here again, I love these women, they taught me is, it isn't about me. It really isn't. It's always going to be about another person. What can you do for them? Because all the other stuff that you think is important and the world tells you is important, okay, yeah, you have electricity that's due. Yes, you got to put gas in your car and food on the table. Those are all important things. But I guarantee you, when you pour into another person, when you share your life with another person, you will get that tenfold. And never, ever do I ever regret doing that. It's sharing with anyone. So again, another lesson I learned from these girls. So, yeah.
I think we're having church up
Yeah. Wow.
So Margo, so we're girly girls, are we not?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, we're girly girls.
That's pretty obvious.
Yeah. And we like jewelry and we like blingy stuff and girly stuff. So are you going to show us some of your blingy
Yes.
stuff there?
I do. I have a few. I wore a couple of the necklaces that are beautiful. I love pink. I know Missy does too. One of these is very simple, and it's got
Other way.
rhinestones around it,
There you go.
and it's just really
Oh, that's
pretty,
really pretty.
simple. If you like pink, it's not a flashy pink. It's very, very nice. So this is one of the things that I really like and I really enjoy. The other one is this. It's really bold. It has a statement to it, but at the same time, it doesn't take a lot of attention. You just notice it and then you move on, so it's really nice. And that's one of the things I like. Now with the 4th of July coming up, and I have to say this, and when I saw this, I thought this was spectacular. It is a star, and I don't know if you can really see it, but it's a star,
Oh,
and
yes.
it's just the coolest thing. So it just puts a little, sparkle in your life. you know, puts a little bit of accent to the dress, shorts, t-shirt that you're wearing, and it just gives a little bit of a statement. So that's one of the things that I really like about this one. And again, you know, as an image consultant, I do use paparazzi to accent whatever the person is wearing. I don't believe that my look is going to be for everybody. I don't believe that about anybody. It's just like a personality. So I try to, you know, I have a girlfriend. She went from the medical field and now she's a therapist. And so we're going around and she's got to get out of her scrubs. So as an image consultant, I try to take that and transfer it over to what her new look is going to look like. And that's fun for me. I enjoy it. But it's also fun for them too, because they're getting out of the scrubs, they're getting out of the stuff that they're wearing, and they get to just be the therapist, like my friend who's a therapist, and go into a new image and something, and you know, that's different and it's unfamiliar, and everybody knows that if it's not familiar to you, it's not comfortable. So I always try to ease them into it and just talk them and, you know, just guide them and try some fun things too. So that's what we do. That's what I do.
That's awesome. So I think I'm hearing a what's your story in your
Oh,
future.
yes, definitely.
Maybe I think I'm hearing that.
I think you're right. Yes. Again, yes, I agree. Yeah, I'm excited.
Good. I'm excited for you. So how can people get a hold of you if they would like to purchase some blingy jewelry, or if they're in mid-career changes, things like that, or like mom is finally getting out of the house, how can they get a hold of you?
Well, you can come and see me. I do have a storefront. That's at 205 North Stephanie, and it's on American Pacific and Stephanie, so it's right there. In Henderson, of course. Had to say that. If you've lived here long enough, you know what I'm doing. Anyway, so or hit me up on my website. It's margo.beverly@yahoo.com.
Awesome. So leave us with, so you're our final segment, so leave our viewers with some little nugget.
Oh, gosh. If you think that this is the only way that your life can be, if you think that this is all you can do, think again. Because there is a bigger life out there than you can ever imagine, and don't be afraid to take that road. So.
Awesome. On that note, I think it's a wrap. Thanks for being with us, and thank you for supporting us
so
for 2
fun.
years. Cheers.
Cheers.
Yay!